It's become a case which has become very, very contentious, and many people are talking about judicial overreach. We're talking about the Kerala love jihad case, in which the Supreme Court has ordered a retired judge to look into the larger plot of whether there's been love jihad or not, and the NIA has been probing it. Well, today on the show, when people are talking about the fact that if the couple, they are consenting adults, then why does the court need to get involved? Why is it that their marriage has been annulled by the Kerala High Court, and the Supreme Court has also asked NIA to probe a larger plot? In studio with me, we have various couples, 3 couples of mixed faiths, who are going to talk about what this case means to them. It is very, very personal, and the fact that their families may have been opposed, and the fact that the court is going by what the family has said, is something that they are going to be commenting on as well. We also have 2 lawyers with different points of view. We have Surit Parthasarathy, who's joining us from Chennai, and in studio we have Aishwarya Bhatti, and we also have Asif, who's from the Dhanak organization, which looks after various marriages and such issues of mixed faith. So this is an issue which is close to many people's heart, and we invite you. We'll be live streaming on Facebook. So you can go on to Facebook and send us your questions. Go on the NDTV app. You can send us questions live, and while we are chatting with them, we can pose your questions as well. But first, the case of the couple over there. You have Akhila and Shafi Jahan. Their marriage has been annulled by the Kerala High Court. But today we've seen a video for the first time where the girl asks, and her mother's there as well, where the girl asks, is this going to be my life? So let's just take a look at the video, and then we'll get our panelists, our guests, to respond to it.
ഇവർക്ക് അച്ഛൻ ഒക്കെ സമ്മതിച്ചു എന്നെ ഇങ്ങനെ ഇട്ടാൽ എൻ്റെ ജീവിതം മതിയോ, ഇതാണോ എനിക്കുള്ള ജീവിതം, ഇതാ എനിക്ക് ചോദിക്കാനുള്ളത്. അച്ഛനും അമ്മയ്ക്കും പോകുമ്പോൾ ആവശ്യത്തിലേറെ നിസ്കരിക്കുമ്പോൾ വഴക്ക് പറയാറുണ്ടോ ഇല്ലയോ എന്ന് ചോദിക്കും. എന്തിനു വഴക്ക് പറയുന്നത്?
അമ്മ, ഈ കല്യാണമാണോ മതം മാറ്റമാണോ അമ്മയ്ക്ക് കൂടുതൽ വിഷമമായത്?
അവൾ ആദ്യം മതം മാറി. ഈ ജസീം പസി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ 2 കുട്ടികൾ ഇവളെ നിരന്തരം അള്ളായാണ് ഏകദൈവം.
So I see that we're already getting lots of questions and comments on Facebook. But first, let me just get the legal point of view in this case, because it's quite unprecedented about the Kerala High Court's first their order, and now Supreme Court asking a retired judge to go and probe and oversee the NIA probe as well. If I can start with you, Surit Parthasarathy, the question that many people are asking is that this couple, Akhila and Shafi Jahan, they are both adults. How has the Supreme Court's order, what kind of repercussions do you see in them saying that NIA should look at it, and also the marriage being annulled?
Yes, I think the Supreme Court's intervention sets a very dangerous precedent. In the first place, when the father of the woman had approached the Kerala High Court, it was for a writ of habeas corpus. And in a matter such as that, for the Kerala High Court to have actually annulled the marriage itself is a remarkable step, and some of the findings are truly bizarre if you go through the judgment. And on appeal, the husband brings the matter to the Supreme Court, seeking to protect his civil liberties and his rights. And the Supreme Court, for the Supreme Court to appoint the NIA in a matter such as this, as I said, sets a very dangerous precedent, and I don't think it really possesses the authority to do something like this. And it's a very retrograde step, because this, as you rightly pointed out, this is an adult woman that you're talking about. Her right to bodily integrity, her right to privacy, her right to human dignity, all of these have been given a go by. They've been completely ignored. And in fact, the Supreme Court hasn't even heard her yet. It says that it will wait for the NIA to complete its investigation and then listen to her and then hear her pleas, which I think is not the right way to approach the matter at all.
Right.
Because ultimately it's her life which is at stake here, and she needs to be heard. And unless she's heard, I don't see how the court can really protect her rights. And what we're seeing is really part of a larger systemic issue, in the sense of the Supreme Court essentially arrogating powers which belong to the other wings of government, to the executive, to the legislature, and taking it upon itself to order a probe of this kind, which is really not a part of its judicial functions at all.
Yeah.
And what happens is that when it really becomes a case of arbitrary selections, we don't know. I mean, tomorrow, if there's let's say, assume an inter-caste marriage,
yes,
and let's say the father of the bride comes to the court and says that he believes that his daughter has, married against her wishes, or that their consent, the parents' consent, hasn't been taken.
Yeah.
Would we have the court intervening in those kind of cases? Because that's the kind of precedent that the Supreme Court's intervention here has really set.
Right.
And the other issue that we must,
exactly
and
that. I just want to point out by saying that many people, many young couples who have problems with their families, they usually go to the local courts to have court marriages. So will this change everything? But before I go to the couples, I just want to point out that it's very brave of all these couples to come over here. Many people don't want to come in and face the scrutiny. So thank you all for doing that. But before I just come to you, I also want to say that we're getting lots of messages and comments. Many people, like Santosh Mahapatra says on Facebook, it's a very good decision by Supreme Court. And only somebody else, Amir Kumar, has said only love can eliminate jihad. But I wanted to just ask you, Aishwarya Bhatti, because you have a different position from what Surit Parthasarathy has. Why do you think they've done the right thing?
See, I think I will disagree with Surit on this, because I feel that this is not an ordinary case of an interfaith marriage and just parents not agreeing with the marriage. The issue is not with the love at all. What the Supreme Court has asked NIA to probe is to see whether there is a larger conspiracy by which there is indoctrination of young girls of impressionable ages happening, and it's the terrorist angle, it is the ISIS angle, it is that angle that they are looking at. Otherwise, our constitution does not prevent any kind, in fact it protects these kind of marriages, and in fact courts of law have been the guardians. And
but the fact that they're, in fact I could see someone on Facebook also say, if they're adults then it's fine. The fact that this couple, they're adults, why is it that the courts got involved? And why is it that the court, the Kerala High Court, has invoked her educational abilities by saying that, we can't, by annulling a marriage? So why isn't her consent enough? Doesn't matter her, her educational status.
No, consent will be considered after. So the Supreme Court's order also says that the final call will only be taken after talking to her. But they don't want to talk to her yet without having all the angles. But Kerala High Court
did talk to her.
The Kerala High Court did talk to her. Both the benches talked to her, and they had their reasons for coming to a finding that indoctrination. What I'm asking you is, please don't confuse it. It's not a case of love. It's a case of finding out if there is a larger conspiracy and a larger malice here. Ultimately, if she's an adult and if she is completely capable of making her decisions, and if if her wish is to stay with the boy, then it doesn't matter. On the contrary, law protects.
So you're saying NIA's suspicions about a larger plot, that's the issue over here.
The father suspects, and there are other cases that have come. So the court wants to see if these are isolated cases or there is a conspiracy or a scheme there.
Okay, well, before we, there's Asif here who works with such couples, but before we then, I just want to speak to some of the couples over here. We have Rajiv, who has married someone of a different faith. Kashif, she didn't come, but you have over here. Next to you, because we of course have Sumit and Azra. They are also a mixed faith couple. We also have Zainul and Neha. They're a mixed faith couple. And in the audience, we have Manoj and Sudha as well. Rajiv, when you hear of something like this, your families, when you got married, did they protest?
No, ma'am.
There was no protest. Did anyone, out of your couples, did anyone face protest from their families? You did. So when you hear over here that the father has managed to get an annulment for this marriage, how do you respond to this? Does it make you worried?
Yes, of course, it is very disappointing also.
Yeah.
When a couple decide to get married, the couple face so many problems. The law, the society, the family, economically, politically, everything is against them. And when they, after so many problems, when they get married, people like family, in this case it happens, they start creating problems for them. So after this decision, we are also worried about.
And Sumit, when you hear that you know, in this particular case, which is of Shafi Jahan, that's the husband who has now gone to Supreme Court to appeal. When you hear that it's being, you know, when they're talking about the fact that this kind of love has taken place, that it could be love jihad, how do you respond to that?
I found it very funny actually. What is love jihad? It is very bad. If we have that environment that we can introduce to our family someone that belongs to different community, different religion, then why somebody need to hide his or her religion or caste?
Right.
We need to create that atmosphere where we can introduce directly that she's Hazra, she belongs to Muslim community, and Mama, I'm going to get married with her. So we need to create that atmosphere. And this love jihad is a message to, you know, to threat someone that no, you shouldn't get married with another one, because there is a conspiracy. Honor killing is a message to someone that you shouldn't get married, otherwise this will happen to you. So this is a conspiracy to stop love marriages.
This particular thing, you think is a conspiracy?
Yes, definitely.
But isn't it done by court? ये तो कोर्ट का ऑर्डर है, लेकिन आप यहाँ पे आप लोगों में से किसी को लगता है कि ये कंस्पिरेसी है? Yeah, what did you want to say? When you hear about this case, what comes to your mind?
ये फॉल्स है टोटली।
हाँ।
हम अपने मर्जी से शादी करना चाहते हैं और हमारा संविधान भी हमें इजाज़त देता है कि हम अपने मर्जी से अपनी लाइफ पार्टनर चूज़ करें, लेकिन जब ऐसा होता है तो स्पेशली पॉलिटिशियन इसको मिसयूज़ करते हैं और फैलाया जाता है कि हम जैसे लव जिहाद। अब मैंने यहाँ अपना धर्म परिवर्तन किया है इनसे शादी करने के लिए, हमारे पास कोई ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं था कि हम अपनी शादी कर पाए, कोई ऐसा वो नहीं था, तो मुझे अपना धर्म परिवर्तन करना पड़ा, इनसे हिंदू बनना पड़ा। मैं मुस्लिम हूँ और इनसे शादी करने के लिए
अपना
धर्म चेंज किया। अब इसको क्या कहेंगे?
लेकिन ज़्यादातर ये लोगों का मानना है कि लड़कियों को, हिंदू लड़कियों को कन्वर्ट किया जा रहा है, ये काफ़ी लोगों के दिमाग में ये फियर है, तो आप उनको क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
ये गलत है, ये जो फेयर है ये लोगों को यही फेयर दिखा के कि अगला जो हमारी जनरेशन है वो ऐसा ना करे, इसलिए डराया जाता है, उनको धमकाया जाता है, लेकिन ये सब गलत है। ये हम
ज़ैनुल, या ओके, एंड वुड यू लाइक टू से एनीथिंग अबाउट दिस मनोज, कि आप लोगों के केस में क्या हुआ? जैसे यहाँ पे ज़ैनुल ने कहा कि उन्होंने कन्वर्ट किया, आपके केस में क्या हुआ?
हमारा जो केस है वो इंटर कास्ट मैरिज का केस है एक्चुअली। तो एक्चुअली ये अपर कास्ट से हैं, मैं लोअर कास्ट से हूँ, तो जाहिर है कि फैमिली वाले आते हैं, वो प्रोटेस्ट करते हैं। मेरी फैमिली ने भी किया था, इनकी फैमिली ने भी किया था। फाइनली बस हम दोनों में सबसे बेटर जो ऑप्शन था, हम बोथ वी वर एजुकेटेड, पढ़े लिखे थे, एजुकेशन हमारे पास था, हमें संविधान के बारे में हमें नॉलेज था, तो उसके सहारे हम कोर्ट तक पहुँचे। हमने कोर्ट मैरिज किया, फिर हमने फैमिली के पास अपना प्रस्ताव रखा, फैमिली को बताया, फैमिली ने उसको भी
पहले मैरिज किया? हाँ,
पहले मैरिज किया, फिर फैमिली को बताया। नहीं, हमने फैमिली को बताया था, लेकिन हमें ये लगा कि धीरे धीरे वो हमारे अगेंस्ट जा रहे हैं, तो हमने अपने सेफ्टी के लिए हमने कोर्ट मैरिज किया। हमने फैमिली के सामने प्रस्ताव रखा, उसके बावजूद भी उन्होंने हमारे खिलाफ पुलिस कंप्लेंट, बाकी सारी चीजें की, बट समवेयर वी वर फाइनेंशियली हम लोग वर्किंग।
That's an interesting point, but yours is a little different because it's not interfaith, it's an inter-caste marriage. I just wanted to point out one particular comment that someone sent in. Ashraf CP, he says that a similar case had in Kerala, a Muslim girl converted to Hinduism and got married. There is no issue with court. So while we are talking about this particular case, I just wanted to ask you, Asif, as someone who is from Thanak, which deals with, which sees a lot of these mixed couples, what is your fear that this case will, how will it impact others?
This is a very dangerous trend. You know, I am really surprised that till now there was this fear which was propagated that, you know, there is a love jihad, Muslim or Christian men are converting Hindu girls. Now this is taking to another step. Now it is being linked, the simple love is being linked to terrorism now. I mean, this has gone a step further. So, and this is a very dangerous trend.
But I just want to answer, Aishwarya is saying that they are not establishing it yet, they're just probing it. You have a problem with the probe as well?
Yeah, but the point here is that when you, there is a very thin line in this. You know, the moment you start these things, when you give this to different agencies for, you know, I have nothing to say against the Supreme Court what decision was taken, but The reality is that when these kind of marriages takes place,
Yeah.
right from the beginning, I mean, first of all, taking place, what to do? I mean, they have to get married. What is the option? You have to go for religious marriage.
Right.
Because civil marriage, Special Marriage Act is so difficult for them to use. I mean, there are so many couples here, you can ask them. It is so difficult that they choose, rather they are pushed for religious marriage.
Right.
Now, if they are pushed for religious marriage, what happens? Society and family comes.
Right.
And then comes the stage, okay, this is a wrong marriage, there is a malicious intention behind that. I mean, this is very dangerous trend.